They indeed love their football here in upstate New York as you look inside of Bills Stadium in Orchard Park. The folks in Buffalo love their Bills, and a moment ago they entered to the delight of this sold-out crowd. They're set for football as their Bills will do battle with the Green Bay Packers. And we are underway in Buffalo. Here comes Marquez Stevenson now from his end zone. And they'll get him down right around the 25, actually the 26 officially, so a net gain of 1 there. Now the Georgia Southern man, it's Matt Breida. And they nearly get this all the way to midfield. Mark him down at the 49.
This is a little bit like baseball here. Strong up the middle. Both sides want to be that. In this case, the offense ended up winning the ultimate battle.
And those big runs between the tackles, that's a little deflating for a defense, isn't it?
It really is, because that's where your strength's supposed to be. You're supposed to be in a spot where they can't make that yardage there. You're supposed to send them outside. Not in this case.
Now it's Breida. And this will be taken across midfield and into Green Bay territory. He'll get a nice chunk there on the first down run, and it's 2nd and 4.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
The last run got 6, now 2nd and 4. Here's Allen. And that one off the mark behind him, incomplete.
I'm looking at this with my defensive eyeglasses on, because you remember the old days when a tight end saw a linebacker covering him and thought he had a mismatch? But the way they can run nowadays, not necessarily so. They gave it a shot downfield. That one incomplete.
And he is going to have a Bills first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
How best to describe that one? I'd say right down Broadway on that run.
A straight-ahead running. I think that might be something we see a lot of between the tackles today.
Well, he's enjoying things so far here this afternoon. Sees a crease and bursts through it for a solid gain.
Play action. Now it's Allen. Out to the left, he's got his tight end Knox. And down inside the 15, shy of the 10.
When you get a big tight end like this, sometimes it takes more than one man to bring him down. Oftentimes, your best bet, just jump on and hold on and wait for your teammates to arrive to help get him on the ground.
A hit as he throws there, incomplete.
I think he's got to be careful not to force anything into coverage right there. There weren't really any throwing lanes, but the best part for him, he's got 2nd and 3rd down to fall back on.
2nd and 10. On the handoff, this is Breida. And he'll fight his way down inside the 10 to the 9-yard line. Here comes the 7th play of this opening drive. They've 3rd down. Allen off the play fake. And he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. It's a loss of 10 on the sack, and it leads to 4th.
We always talk about how teams are so competitively matched, and you just want to make those plays that give you an advantage. How about right here? The difference between letting them score a touchdown versus holding them to a field goal, that's absolutely huge with the play he just made.
You know, he hated taking the loss there on 3rd down. So the opening drive does yield points, maybe not the 7 they wanted, but they'll take the 3.
Accumulating first downs does not go up on the scoreboard, but it does go into the DNA of a team that's trying to establish itself to start a game. That has to feel pretty good for them. They'll take the 3.
Yeah, they had 3 first downs and 3 points. Now the man from UTEP, this is Aaron Jones. And they're able to get this one across the 35.
That's pretty much meat and potatoes right there, wasn't it? Just go right at them and let your big horse charge up the middle. Not too fancy there, was it?
Nothing fancy at all, challenging that defense. And on that go-around, the offense won the challenge. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. Tackle made there by Jordan Poyer. Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again, 2nd and 10. Now back to throw. Man open, that's Marquez Valdez-Scantling. And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45.
Now how about this throw right here? Had to throw it to the left sideline, and you know the timing's got to be correct on this one. Ball's got to be right where it needs to be, and it was. That's because he had great arm strength on that one, able to drive the football. Quarterbacks love it when they can show off their arms.
2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12. They'll look to throw here. And that's going to wind up incomplete. However, we do have a flag down. Let's check in with our referee. So now a fresh set of downs, 1st and 10 after roughing the passer. After the penalty, it's Jones. And he'll be brought down somewhat awkwardly here, and a late flag as well. I think this one's going to be a face mask. So a big penalty there on the face mask leads to 1st and 10. Back to throw here. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up 2nd down.
Brandon, we saw these defenders flying to the football in their win last week, and nothing has changed. They're still moving around quickly and forcing incompletions.
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on 1st down. He'll look to throw. He's to the 10. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. Touchdown! Robert Tonyan, his 5th touchdown now on the year. And the Packers have taken the lead. A try here for the extra point. And this is up and good to make it 7-3. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. Fielded just outside the goal line. And he brings us out past the 20 to the 24. The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. And after the field goal last time, we'll see what they can get here. At least they got points out of the last drive, Charles.
I never met an offensive coach that didn't want to drive to end with a kick. Most of them wanted to end with a PAT, right? In this case, a field goal, they'll take it. Way better than the alternative, which is a punt.
Yeah, but you've met fan bases that wanted that, that weren't happy with that field goal.
I haven't met a fan base yet that wants to drive to end with a kick, other than the extra point. That's it.
2nd and 8 coming up. Allen now looks to throw. Dancing to his left. 1st down and more for Allen. And Allen will have the 1st down as he's able to slide to avoid the contact at the end. On 1st down, Allen. He finds his man, complete. That's Atkins. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35.
And they'll use him out in the backfield, and sometimes quite a bit. They're just trying to get him touches any way they can. 4 catches a week ago. There's another one right there.
On the left side, he finds Beasley. And he'll cross over out of bounds right at the 25.
This has been a nice answer to the touchdown drive against them a few minutes ago because they've come out and reestablished the tempo. A nice throw there, and they're putting together a very strong drive as a response.
Here's Allen on 1st and 10. Looking for Diggs, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Eric Stokes. And the Packers are going to take possession here at their own 16-yard line. That was just one of those interceptions from our perspective here. We got a good view at the 50-yard line mid-level that quarterback and receiver were not on the same page.
Just by his reaction, I'm talking about the quarterback, he expected something different from his receiver, whether he expected him to break in, out, deeper, shorter. They'll determine that on the sideline. But bottom line, you can see that he thought he'd be in a different spot, except the defender was not his intended target.
The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8. Looking to throw. Oh, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Tremaine Edmonds, the linebacker. And he is going to score. It's a pick 6 and a Bills touchdown. Extra point attempt to come here. And it's through, and that makes the lead 10-7. So they throw the pick 6. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. And they are back down to the 500 mark after 2 straight losses. And, Charles, this is a team that, to be frank, their play has really dropped off the last couple of weeks.
And, Brandon, I think there's a sense around the building that they can't let this losing streak get any worse than it is. Because if they were to lose here and fall below 500, then you're playing catch-up the rest of the way. They've got to take a stand and make it stop right now.
Looking deep for Adams. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there trying to take a shot, but it's 3rd down.
Even without a ton of pressure in his face, it just shows how difficult it is to pick apart his own defense. Those guys are sitting back, and they're not playing receivers as much as they're playing the eyes of the quarterback and when he delivers.
And they take him down. The Bills get to him. A.J. Epinesa drops him for a loss of 10, and it's going to be 4th and long. So they're forced to punt on 4th as this one's away. It'll be a 51-yard punt that time. And the Bills will take over the football with a 1st and 10. Buffalo offense ready to go for their next drive. And there are parts of their last drive they'd like to emulate. And, of course, they'd like to forget the inning, the interception. But they did put together, Charles, a nice sustained drive to get him down the field.
Yeah, and unfortunately for them, the only thing that matters is part 2, right? Because once they threw the interception and finished off the drive, that does them no good to go back and say, well, you know, we had a good one going. Finish things off. That's the only way you can get it done.
Allen going to throw. He finds his man complete. It's Atkins. And he'll be brought down right at the 45-yard line. So they will accept the penalty and move forward. So now a fresh set of downs. 1st and 10 after roughing the passer. Working out of the shotgun. Here's Allen. He's got the hook up with Diggs. And he's brought down, but not before he reaches the 8-yard line. The chain gang hustling to catch up. Here's 1st and goal from just inside the 10. To throw, it's Allen. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. That'll bring up 2nd and goal after the gain of 5. Not a big window to throw. Coverage wasn't too bad there.
Yeah, they had him under wraps pretty well, but somehow able to muscle his way open and catch the ball.
On 2nd down, it's Atkins. And he is into the end zone for a Buffalo touchdown. A great play there with touchdown number 7 on the year. And the Bills will add on to their lead. Extra point by Bass, up and good. And his guys will take a 10-point lead. After the touchdown, Bass to kick it away. And here comes a return from just beyond the goal line. And he'll be stopped right around where he would have been had he gone down to a knee, maybe a yard shy of there at the 24. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. They trail by 10, 17-7 as they come up on a 1st and 10. They'll start the drive with a carry by Jones. Tremaine Edmonds there to bring him down.
At the end of all that hitting and hollering, it was a 4-yard run, so the offense is going to go back to huddle and feel pretty good about themselves. Defensively, you have to feel okay because you didn't let it turn into a bigger run, but the goal, shut it down for 2 yards or less. That's when you start to feel good about yourselves. I know many people like to throw to the tight end, maybe in a little flexed out position because he creates mismatches with his size. But slot receivers do the same thing with their quickness, their speed, and their route running savvy.
And getting this just shy of midfield, they'll spot it at the 49. Now a play fake here on 1st down. Looking deep for Adams. And a flag comes in as that one falls incomplete. Well, let's see who this is on. So a costly penalty yardage-wise as that'll move the football down to the spot of the foul.
And what the officials are looking for in these situations, whether you're playing the man or the ball. And if you're playing the man, you get a lot less leeway in terms of what's going to happen at the end of the play. But if you're looking for the football, it's less likely to draw the flag. I think they like this drive a little bit better there, partner. Running game help.
And he'll take this into the end zone for a Green Bay touchdown. Aaron Jones, his 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Packers are back within a score. Extra point right down the middle. And the lead is down to a field goal. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. And Charles, the way touchdowns have come so fast and furious for both sides in this thing, it's starting to feel a little bit more like maybe a 10. Packer pressure, and down he goes. Got to assume this defense will be charging again here. It's 2nd and 15. Another try after the 1st down sack. Allen. He's got it complete to Diggs, right side. And he takes it down deep into Green Bay territory. A big play there on the catch and run. A real field flipper there as all of a sudden they've got a 1st down in the red zone. Allen. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
Well, we always talk about how you've got to be quick when you go through your progressions, and here's another prime example. Trying to look downfield, he was standing in the pocket, but just couldn't find anyone open, could he?
No, not enough time. They hit him and forced that incompletion. They do get a couple, but they'll be left staring at a 3rd and 8 coming up.
Well, that call makes sense because they've been throwing it well on this drive, and once again they show passing formation, showing the shotgun. Then they ran out of it. That's a nice play by them defensively, though, to hold it to a short gain.
Throwing is Allen on 3rd. And this pass broken up. The contact well timed there, and now 4th down. The kick by Bass is good. And they scratch the lead to 6. It's 20-14 now. No problems in the field goal department so far. He's 2 for 2.
Pretty reliable here in this game, isn't he? And to me, that bodes well for them. If they need him late in the game, his confidence should be sky high.
And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline, because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
The big play to start him out has him at the 45 already. Out of the shotgun, it's Jones. And this one's going to go the wrong way, losing yardage back at the 42. So their task a little bit more difficult now. 2nd and 13 that they're walking up on. They'll drop to throw. This one to the right, caught by Valdez-Scantling. And he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35.
That looked like a pretty good route combination there, because you've got to find a way to clear the guy running the drag, because when you do, you can just put the ball on him and then let him run.
Yeah, he's got some space. Now a first down carry by Jones. Space to run past the 20. And finally taken down at the 4-yard line. The 71 yards rushing for him, as he has been tough to stop here in this first half. Now Jones. And he will push his way forward down to about the 3-yard line. So the ball position now at the 3. Here's 2nd and goal. They'll set up to throw. Caught on the right side by Jones. And it's a Packers touchdown. Aaron Jones with his 2nd touchdown of the game, 4th of the year. And the Packers have drawn even here with the extra point to come. Extra point was hooking, but he does make it through. And with it, his guys take the lead here by a point. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. Stevenson elects not to return it. It's a touchback. Buffalo offense ready to go for their next drive. And last time able to get 3. It's not what they wanted. They wanted 6, but they got at least something. They mustered something out of the drive.
They'll take it. I like the way you've described it. Not ideal, but they'll take it. Anything to put some points on the board. But this time on offense, they don't even want to see the field goal kicker trot on the field. They want that ball in the end zone.
Yeah, they'll be going for 6. To throw on 2nd and 10. Allen. He'll dump this down to Matt Breida. And he's going to be dropped following a pickup of 7 past the 30 to the 32. Allen going to try and throw on 3rd down. And he completes it to the tight end, Knox. And he is going to have a Bills first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. Now Allen again. Oh, a contested ball here, and it's going to be caught. And he's going to get this down inside of Green Bay's 15-yard line. A big play there just before halftime. So how about this for field position after the big play? Inside the 15 now as they come up on 1st and 10. From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. Touchdown, Bills! Stephon Diggs, his 6th touchdown of the season. And the Bills have retaken the lead. Extra point by Bass, up and good. And that'll make this a 6-point game. After the touchdown, Bass to kick it away. From a yard or 2 deep, here comes a return. And ultimately, he stopped right where he would have been if he had simply gone down to a knee at the 25. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. And we'll see how they want to play this. Just a little over 20 seconds to go. Looking deep for Adams. It's caught inside the 25. The Packers going to use one of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 17 seconds to go in this first half of action. Inside the red zone here, they'll look to throw. He rifles one that's intercepted. Teron Johnson able to pick it. And the Bills are going to take possession here as they've got it at their own 4-yard line. They'll start on the ground with Breida. And he's not going to go anywhere as they get him down behind the line of scrimmage. And now a timeout defensively after that first down play. So they're going to make this offense sweat out half number one. Back around his goal line. Here's Allen. Oh, that's into double coverage and intercepted. Picked off by Jair Alexander. And he will be out of bounds with no time remaining on what will be the final action of this first half. So we've reached halftime in a wild first half. We'll take a minute to catch our breath as we'll head down to Orlando. That's where we find our man Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach, both these offenses have been in fine form. What will the second half bring us as we are underway in quarter three? The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. And, Charles, they trail here, though not really the fault of this offense.
No, they certainly did their part in the first half. But when you're in a shootout like this, you definitely want your defense to play better, but you know that's out of your control. All you can do, keep putting points on the scoreboard and keep giving your defense opportunities to make stops.
He'll try again with the arm here on second down. It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect. I know he wants to get his team back in the game, but a 50-50 ball right there that maybe was a little questionable.
Yeah, he's pretty lucky to get that one back. I think that sometimes these quarterbacks play with a lot of confidence that borders on arrogance, and that can put your team
down the numbers. There he goes. Touchdown, Packers. Davante Adams. His fourth touchdown on the year. And the Packers have drawn even here with the extra point to come. Point after, right down the middle. And that will put them on top here in the third. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. From the 6. And he's able to get it across the 20 to the 25-yard line. The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. And they'll be working from behind now following the touchdown a moment ago on the opening drive of the half.
I think the guys right now, as they go out on offense, they're zeroing in on one big key. They don't have to do anything differently just because they're down on the scoreboard now. The intent, still the same in what they plan to do on offense.
8 yards to go on second down. Now Allen. Being chased out left. And he will slide to a stop. He does have the first down.
Looks to me, partner, like he's learned a little bit because earlier in the game, I think he was trying to force a lot of throws into his windows that just weren't open.
Yeah, the interceptions had plagued him, especially a second interception, really a bad throw. So maybe a better decision there.
Yeah, no doubt about it. I think he learned from earlier in the game, and he's applying it now.
And they bring him to the ground just shy of midfield. If you're going to blitz, likely going to leave you in man coverage with this guy, and that is less than ideal.
It is because just about any offense that has an elite receiver, if you blitz and have him in man coverage, you're going to him, even if he has an elite defender on him, because he usually knows where the ball is before the defender does. They've given up a few first downs on this drive, but getting the incompletion there, that should give them something to build on and maybe turn the tide.
To throw again on second down. Allen. Then he finds Beasley complete. And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. That catch, by the way, number 542 in his NFL career. That draws him level with Lance Allworth, who was a Hall of Famer with the Chargers back in the 60s and 70s.
Yeah, the man they called Bambi. So if you're in that type of territory, catch the same number of passes he caught, you know you're on your way to a big-time career. And just think, he's not through yet.
So the ball down to the 16 here for 1st and 10. Now a give to Breida. And he will be brought down at about the 6-yard line. 45 yards now on the ground on just 7 carries. They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. 2nd down and goal. Allen. And down he goes. Pressure gets him back at the 14. Dean Lowry picks up his 2nd sack of the afternoon. They need to reverse the trend. The last 2 plays have gone backwards. Now it's 3rd and goal. So the shotgun snap to Allen. And it'll be intercepted. Picked off by Darnell Savage. And into the end zone. It's a pick 6 and a Packer touchdown. Well, dare I say it, it's kind of quid pro quo. Both defenses now with an interception return for a touchdown.
Your vocabulary, sir. Well done.
No problem there on the extra point. And the lead is up to 8. So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6. And now the kick is away. Stevenson elects not to return it. It's a touchback. Buffalo offense ready to go for their next drive. And last time, decent field position through the pick 6. Obviously costly.
But they can't afford to just bunker in now. All right, good field position means go ahead and attack on offense. Try and press the advantage a little bit. They just have to be better with the football on this possession.
So the last one didn't bother you too much last time?
No, because it's exactly what you're supposed to do. You can't have good field position, not try to take advantage of it.
And the Packers give him nowhere to go, and they bring him down. Rashawn Gary in there to drop him for his 11th sack of the year. Well, he shot in, CD, like he was out of a cannon from that linebacker position. And even though they had a running back in the backfield, no one could stop him.
Well, you certainly diagnosed that play perfectly because as fast as he got into the backfield, you're exactly right. The running back had no shot to get over and try and protect this quarterback, and a sack resulted.
With nowhere to throw it, decided to scramble, and a nice job, CD. Got the yardage that he needed.
Yeah, and his teammates are certainly going to appreciate that effort, even if his coaches don't, because they would have wanted him to slide and protect himself.
And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Adrian Amos with a pick. And the Packers are going to take over at their own 41. Good starting field position for them as they come up 1st and 10 at the 41-yard line. And some room to roam now. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. A big play there.
I can't help but laugh. And the only reason is anytime the backup breaks a big one like that, he's going to be hard to deal with in film, wanting to know why he's not getting starters carries.
That's what he's thinking. Great carry there. It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3. Second and 3. Man open, here is Jones. Touchdown. Aaron Jones, a 22-yard touchdown grab. And the Packers get another third-quarter touchdown to add on to that lead. And it's no good. It has not been his day. That's the 2nd extra point he's missed so far. Now he's back out there to boom this one away, maybe with some frustration after the PAT miss. This one fielded at the 5. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here right at the 30-yard line. The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack them here. Allen will try again on second down. And that falls to the ground, incomplete. A nice job of bodying him up defensively. And now it brings up third down. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on third down. To the air, Allen. And he can't escape, and down he goes. Rashawn Gary in there to drop him for his 11th sack of the year. The Bills send the punter out as he's on a punt for the first time this afternoon. He was called on 3 times in the win last week as his first one here's away. That'll go as a punt of 32 yards. And it'll be Packer football here. First down and 10. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. This is sort of what you would call a put-away drive, isn't it? They score here, especially a touchdown. It's almost out of reach.
It certainly feels that way, and I think that they're going to call their plays accordingly because what you really want to do, even though you know the scoreboard is still up there and the game's going to go on, in fact, you can take the spirit away from another team, that their drive and will to come back and win.
Oh, what a juke into space. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. A big play that time on the catch and run. So now then, the big play has him all the way inside the 30 now, first and 10. From the shotgun, a give to Jones. And they do get him down, but not before he's able to slip it inside the 5-yard line. 101 yards for him on the ground now as he has been terrific here this afternoon. They'll look to throw. Drops it to Jones in the flat. And he gets halfway there from the 4 to the 2 on a gain of 2. Three quarters in the books. You are watching the NFL on EA Sports. Second and goal, and they will try again from the 2-yard line. A play-action fake. They'll look to throw. And intercepted. Maybe the turning point they need. Picked off by Micah Hyde. The 40. The 20. And he is going to score. It's a pick-6 and a Bills touchdown. Well, don't change that channel just yet. This one may have gotten a bit more interesting.
Put down the remote, put down the clicker. This one looked like it was over. It looked like they were ready to seal the deal. But in doing so, by pitching it around a little bit, it cost them. We could have a great finish.
So they throw the pick-6. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. This is going to be returned from the middle of the end zone. And they'll get him down right at the 25-yard line, so the same result, and he opted for the touchback. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. And now this fourth quarter becoming very interesting. That pick-6 makes this a one-score game. Still plenty of time on the clock. We'll see how aggressive they choose to be. And look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. Tre'Davious White with a pick. And the Bills are right back in this football game. Allen and the Bills now with a 1st and 10 on their side of midfield at the 47. Throwing to start the drive. Allen throwing the out route incomplete. That's Atkins. And down he goes at the 49, a 3-yard pickup. So they fake the handoff. Now Allen. And this one caught by Beasley. Tell you what, he's been able to put the ball in some tight spots all game long. That throw, no different.
Yeah, a lot of people would call it a gutsy type of a throw. I think he looks at it as, I can do it, so it's not that big of a deal to me, and I'm going to keep firing.
Throwing on first down is Allen. Throw left side complete. That's Atkins. And he'll be brought down, it looks like, right at the 40. They'll contain him to just 4. Second down. And again, it's Allen. Oh, no, he lost the football. And the Packers pick it up. There he goes, left side. And he will bring this one back. A fumble return for a Green Bay touchdown. This was a close game. They needed a little breathing room. Boy, they got it right there on that return for a touchdown.
Yeah, we would say that this could be huge. Forget it. It was huge. Gave him a comfortable lead.
They'll try and throw for it. Complete at the 1. And he is into the end zone to bump the lead up 2 more. So here's the kickoff now as they'll get it again following that fumble return for a score. A fairly short kick from the 14. And they're going to start this drive in pretty good shape as they get it up past the 30. Buffalo offense ready to go for their next drive. And they weren't on the sidelines for long, but I'll tell you what, I'm glad you and I weren't down there. We could hear Packer pressure, and down he goes. Dean Lowry getting him once again his 3rd sack of the afternoon. Now following the sack, they'll look to make amends on a 2nd down and 17. From the gun, it's Allen going deep for Diggs. And it is incomplete. I had a defender running right with him. And now it's 3rd down.
Finally, a good play there defensively on the deep ball. The secondary has had its struggles this entire game. Offensively, they've had their way with them.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. And Diggs has it. And he takes it down deep into Green Bay territory. A real field flipper there as all of a sudden they've got a 1st down in the red zone. Here's Allen. It's Knox, the tight end, making the catch. Touchdown, Bills. Dawson Knox, his 5th touchdown now on the year. And the Bills have made it a 1-score game again here in the 4th. Extra point by Bass, up and good. And now things get a bit more interesting here in this 4th quarter. After the touchdown, Bass to kick it away. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. I'm curious to see, Charles, about the play calling on this drive. Last time out, the interception that led to a touchdown. Here we are. I mean, very close, 1-score game.
Yeah, and if I'm a defender, I'm actually chirping to you on the other side of the ball, saying, hey, we picked off the last one. What you going to do about it now? So when you do throw the football, high percentage, but throw it with confidence. Because if there's any hesitancy at all, it could end up in enemy's hands again.
Now this one complete on the slant route. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. On 1st down, it's Jones. Powers through him. And some room to work. Touchdown, Packers. Aaron Jones, 58 yards. And the Packers look like they're about to put an end to their 2-game losing streak as they add on to their lead. Extra point splits the uprights, and the lead now up to 14. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. Taken at the 15, a short kick. There he goes, right side. And he will score. Touchdown, Buffalo. He brings the kickoff back 85 yards. And the Bills have cut it to within a score. Allen will try to throw for it. And he will get into the end end zone, and the two-point conversion will cut this down to a 6-point game. So let's try this again. After the kick return TD, here's yet another kickoff. From a couple yards deep, he'll bring it out of the end zone. And ultimately, he stopped right where he would have been if he had simply gone down to a knee at the 25. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. After the touchdown we just saw, we have a brand new ball game. And now look at the situation. You got plenty of time on the clock. Defensively, they have 3 timeouts. So do you run the football here or do you throw it?
I think you have that full conversation with your offensive unit, and you tell them, here's the situation. They've got all of their timeouts, so we are not going to play this conservatively. We've got to attack them. We've got to make them use those, gain the ground that we need in order to put this game away. If you think we're just going to run it 3 times and punt it, you've got another thing coming.
Yeah, and by the way, also the 2-minute warning in play, so essentially 4 timeouts left.
They have to be aggressive here.
Dillon now on 1st and 10. And just no chance of turning the corner. He can only get back to the line of scrimmage. 2nd and 10 coming up. So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10. Now they'll switch it up here and look to throw. They'll get this into the hands of Dillon, complete. And down he goes at the 45 after a pickup of 9. 4th quarter, down to the final 2 minutes, and we've got a 1-score game. So it's Packer football here as we welcome you back. They're facing a critical 3rd down now as they try to hold on to this lead. And this will be a Packers 1st down as he's got this up to the 45-yard line. And whistles, and we're going to have another stoppage of play as they call the timeout on defense with 1:53 left. And not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. This is Jones. And to the 36-yard line, taken down there after getting 8 yards. Now the Bills will use the 2nd of their timeouts as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming 2nd down play. They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. The Bills are going to go ahead and use their final timeout. And they'll be disappointed to have to burn one there after giving up the 1st down. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. And they will take a knee here. On 2nd down now. It's Jones. And for one of the few times here today, this run's not going to go anywhere. Maybe a gain of a yard that time, but from the spot, actually no gain. So 3rd and long. Again, it's Jones. Fighting his way down to about the 35-yard line. Just a yard on the run there. That's going to bring us to a 4th down.
This has been an up and down, back and forth type of a game, hasn't it? Maybe this long drive, take a little bit of the wind out of their sails, kind of settle things down a little bit.
And this is good. He got just enough to clear the crossbar as he drops it in from long distance. And that will make this a 9-point lead. So they hadn't called on him at all until this point, but he comes through here and buries one from long range.
Yeah, that's awfully impressive because usually kickers like to get that first one out of their system in the 1st quarter, sort of get them into the flow of the game, but to come in this late and knock it down from long distance, give him a lot of credit.
The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. This is just an exercise in futility. Do you even bother running a play here offensively?
I wouldn't.
And he spins past him and into space. And he's able to get this to the 40-yard line before he's out of bounds. A big offensive explosion help leading them to victory. And the defensive guys, they're just saying, hey, put those points up every week. We'll just keep winning.
They will gratefully accept them, won't they? It makes their job that much easier when they're scoring that many points. Allows them to play with a totally different style and a different flow.
So for the Packers, they move back over 500 now at 4-3.
And they will head home for next week's contest. That is against Washington.
Meanwhile, for the Bills, they dipped to 2-5 now with the loss. And they'll look to get back on track next week as they travel up to Detroit to take on the Lions. And for Charles Davis and our entire crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports.